Hey everyone, this is going to be a really cool and quick party look. So I'm going to start by taking, this is Black Tide by MAC, and I'm just going to pat that gently all over the lid. Apply a primer potion or some sort of primer, or sometimes I just use foundation and a bit of pressed powder just to set everything in place. And I'm just going to dab this all over. I'm using quite a big pad because I want a really nice dark. So instantly, wow, that's really dark. I just move my mirror for a sec. And I want this to be fairly rough and ready because this is not going to be the final colour. This is just a really nice sort of smoky base. So once you've tapped that all over, it's really uneven. We're going to even that out. And at this point you can begin sort of dabbing and swiping slightly to blend. So this is so quick. You just need to, you can even do this with your fingers and just take it slightly above the crease because look how deep my eyes look now. They look massive. I'm just trying to make sure that those are even, so forgive me while I look down. And sort of make sure you get plenty of this dark colour down to the lash line. This is a really simple but quite an effective look. Now, clean up. I haven't put any mineral foundation or anything on. I'm just going to clean up and give me a really nice sort of swipe outwards. That sort of sets the angle and the shape. Clean it up from the sides. Then I'm going to take my blender brush, there we go, and just gently blend that out. Go into the socket, add more if you need to. I don't want to take this too high. If this goes too high, then I'll just take it down by taking that wipe, bringing it so that when I look like that, just open my eyes, you can just see a peep of the colour over the top. Just giving that a really good blend. You can use any sort of black eyeshadow. I quite like Black Tide because it has sort of silver reflects in. So it's a nice glittery going out look and you're not going to look too dark. Now over the top of this I have one of these mini, these are the Bourjois Minis, and this one is sort of the limey green one. And I'm going to just tap that on. This is the C brush. So tap that on, just take some on the brush and push it in to the cap like this and then give it a really good tap. These aren't really like pigments, they're not quite as fine. They're very soft, sort of soft, so they go on really well. And then I'm just going to tap that over the eyelid. You can see what that's done, it's instantly lightened it up, but you still have that nice dark background. So I'm just tapping that on, like so, and you just get this amazing glittery look. Go back in with your blender brush, just to even it out. This is so easy, you just need 2 products, and you've given yourself a look that is really sort of multi-faceted and interesting, just beautiful. I absolutely adore how this greeny colour just turns a beautiful rich gold over the black. And you're not going to find this sort of stuff out unless you have a good play with your makeup to see what it can do. So how quick was that? You don't need eyeliner. If you want to use eyeliner, just use it on the lower lash line, waterline, but what I'm going to do is use a really interesting purple. So this is just an NYX purple. Yeah, it's just 917 purple. So I'm just going to warm it up on the back of my hand. And it's not too deep a purple, it's still really light. And I'm going to use that on the waterline, like this. Because if you want something different to the conventional smoky look, add a bit of colour. Turquoise also works really well, or another green, you know, just something interesting. I wore yesterday were a really nice turquoise. So I did the conventional normal smoky eyed look with a bit of purple, and then took a blue under the eye, and it just was so cool. I think smoky eye is wonderful, but you can play with it and do so much. So there we go. I'm just going to take a moment to bring that down. Obviously that's not brilliantly blended, so I'm going to go back just with my blender brush and give that a really good blend, just to make sure you have a nice shape. Now on my eyes, I can afford to go up a little higher because they are quite deep set, so that gives me a really wonderful sort of shape. Just going to sort of take that down there and there, like so. How quick and easy was that? I'm going to pop some mascara on. So I shouldn't need to curl my lashes because I had them permed the other day, so I'm going to see how that goes. It takes a couple of days apparently to sort of settle down, because this side was really tightly curled and I was like, uh-oh, that's not good, and that side was a little more relaxed, but they seem to have evened out, and I'm quite happy with the curl I've got in it, so that when I put on mascara, that just emphasises it a bit more. I'm very happy with it. They now look long with a nice curl on the end. So yeah, it was a good experiment. As you can see, you know, they're looking quite sort of out there and not too long. They used to sort of just droop downwards. Oh my goodness, got myself a little bit of an attack there. I attacked myself with the mascara. It's not good. And this is a Clinique mascara. It's my old favourite. It is high impact, which I used to just get free all the time when I used to buy my sunblock. And eventually those run out. I just thought, well, I'll just buy the full size. But I think this one is coming to the end of its lifetime because it's starting to get a bit dry and a bit clumpy, which is a real shame because there's loads left in here, which is a bit of a bummer. If your mascara starts to get a bit clumpy, just take an eyelash comb and just even out the lashes, pick out the ones you want to pick out, sweep them to the side. So there is no excuse now for not having a nice dramatic smoky eye look in your repertoire, because that was 2 eyeshadows and some mascara, eyeliner if you want it. You could also use the black Tide or your black, wetted down just with a drop of water. What I am going to do is just touch up the waterline with darker colour, I think, just in this outer corner, like so. You can see that just adds a little bit of drama. So there, perfect for an after work party, or if you are really rushed, then you can just whack on some black, something nice and shimmery and reflective over the top, liner, mascara, sorted. I'm just going to take a lipstick now. This is Tease by Urban Decay, and I do what I do because I'm a bit of a loon for keeping my lipsticks clean, is I just take a cotton wool bud and just scrape off what I need onto the plastic part. You can even use a makeup brush to do that as well, and that just keeps your lipsticks nice and clean. And that's obviously that's if you're using them on other people. If it's just for you, just go ahead, go nuts. And I just want a light colour, so I'm putting it on quite sheer, because you just need a nice hint of colour. You don't need to overpower the eyes at all. So keeping the lips nice and subtle. There we go. And I am going to dot on a touch of gloss. So I have a very special one here, which was very cutely sent to me by the guys at Cargo, who were launching something called Plant Love, which was a sustainable brand of makeup. Plug over, and it's this one. It comes in a little plastic tube, and this one is called Jasmine. So they sent me that, obviously. Very, very cute indeed. I'm just going to squidge a bit on the back of my hand. This is a very sort of, if I show you up close what it looks like. It's a very neutral colour. It's like a light brown, but on my lips it turns a silvery colour. So it looks really nice, sort of in a naked lip sort of way. You can see instantly, lovely frosty silver look. It may look different on you, but it tends to go a very nice frosty silver on me. Now for my cheeks, I'm just going to take a Beauty Without Cruelty, and this is kind of a really nice sort of peachy tone, and it's called, just looking at the back, it's called Sun Gold. So it's very pretty indeed, and I'm just going to tap that onto the cheekbone like this. There's nothing to it at all. It's just a lovely rosy sort of colour. And you know what I've done? I've totally forgotten to put foundation on. Oh well, you get the gist.